Yes, welcome to the Arsenal stand, ladies and gentlemen. As you guys know, we are back again and we are talking the Champions League, guys. As we know, this is a week for Champions League, and there are a few things that we want to talk about a little bit before everything just comes to the week. As we know, Premier League is still on hold, and the Arsenal guys are going to come back very shortly in the weekend and do their thing. But also, as we know, Champions League has been going on, and today and yesterday we shall have like some games that went through, and also today we're gonna have some games also that is gonna be finishing and leading up to the draw that is gonna be on Friday. That is where we're gonna see who Arsenal is gonna take and who is going out, as you guys already know. Inter Milan has been knocked out of the Champions League drastically by a team. This Champions League is just full of surprises. The finalist, Champions League finalist, that is Inter Milan, knocked out by Bodo Glent. Like Bodo Glent, guys. It's unbelievable. But Bodo Glent has actually been very good in this Champions League, guys. I felt like the way they've been playing, the beating Manchester City actually 3-1 and winning both legs against Inter Milan, beating Atletico Madrid. They had so many tough games, but they turn out to be Champions League, how can I call it? Surprise, you know? Like sometimes every time you have in the Champions League, you have a team that is not that good and everything like that, but you can see that this team is ready to go for it. And we are going to dive and see some of the key things, actually. Some of the teams that are making it through to the last 16, because last 16 draw is happening on Friday. And some of you already know that some of the teams that are in contestant for Arsenal. And as we know, Arsenal is going to meet some two, three teams as long as they make it through in the last games. As you guys know, the games that are happening today, let's look at that before we look at the games that happened yesterday. Actually, let's start with what happened yesterday in the Champions League. As you guys know, Atletico Madrid won 4-1 against as Club Brugge, and they made it through. Newcastle won 3-2, that is against Karabakh. In general, they won almost like 11 in total, probably, because the first game was like 6-1 plus 3, that is 9, 9-3 in aggregate, which is wow, that's really good for Newcastle United. So they have made it through as well. And then the next club that has made it through is Bayer Leverkusen. The game that they played was 0-0 with Olympiacos, and as we know, Bodo Glimt. This is the surprise of this Champions League, scoring 2-1 against Inter Milan, which is, yeah, it was one of a game where you you don't really doubt any small team, guys. It's gonna be massive. We know sometimes you have small teams that they don't, you think they're not good enough, but they turn out to be some team, beating Manchester City, beating Inter Milan. They could have been go on to the final, guys, if you never know. Because some of these small teams, people just despise them and think, oh, they're not good, but you never know. They might be in for the challenge. Let's see. We're gonna see which team they're gonna meet with in the Champions League here in the last 16. Bodo Glimt is going to meet that's Inter Milan. If they have Manchester City or Sporting CP. So maybe Manchester City again will have Bodo Glimt in the in the last 16, and we'll see what they will do. This Manchester City is better than the one that they played anyway. But I think um I see you guys, Trevor. Thank you, Trevor. I see you. Um It is Kalin. I see you all guys. I'll give shout to you guys. But Champions League is a very very important league in Europe, as you guys know. It's a very very important league for the Arsenal. As you know, Arsenal is number one in the Champions League, and the round of 16 guys will be played on the 11th and on the 10th and the 11th. That's the first phase, and also on the 17th and 18th of March, which is not really far. um so that is the round of 16 for the first leg. And then the second leg will be played on the 17th and 18th. First leg will be on the 10th and 11th, which is like 2 weeks to go. And then quarterfinals will be played on the 7th or 8th, and then 14th and 15th. And then semifinals is going to be 28th and 29th. That is April. And then 5th and 6th, May 2026. Then the final is on the 30th, that is May 2026. This time is a little bit early, I think, because of World Cup, I guess. So it's going to be played in May, which is good. At least some people who are in the US or coming for World Cup here, they will enjoy a lot of things like that. I see you trading 750 million Rainbow Karma. What is that? This one deserves what we call you can timeout. If you write things that are not really good, we give you timeout. Sorry, but if you write something good for the Arsenal, yes, or for the channel, yes, we can keep you in the chat. But if you write about trading and stuff like that, no, we don't do that here. So and then let's see the Champion League games that are going to happen today. So we have Atlanta playing Dortmund, which is um, a very, very interesting game. The first leg, let me see how the first leg went. Atlanta playing, that is Dortmund. Dortmund won 2-0. So now it's just a matter of Dortmund winning. And then that would be a very, very good win for them to make it through. And we know Juventus is playing Galatasaray. As you guys know, Juventus was beaten seriously by Galatasaray. That is 5-2. It's going to be a very, very big mountain to climb for Juventus. And then we have PSG playing Monaco. As you guys know, in the first leg, PSG um, won 3-2, which was also good for them. I bet PSG might make it through because they're at home. And Real Madrid Benfica, as you guys know, controversies, and that was like a game that had a lot of controversies in it. But I think Real Madrid might make it through. 1-0 is still something that they can get back to, because I think what's this one? What's this guy? 67, 67. What do you mean by 67? I don't understand. Write something that's sensible. But anyway, yeah, that is with the Champions League games coming up. Now let's look at Arsenal, because my purpose here is to look at Arsenal games as it comes, because as we know, the last 16 is coming and the draw is on Friday. Now these are the teams that Arsenal is going to be looking at, that they would really go for. So we have Borussia Dortmund, we have Atlanta, or Bayern Leverkusen. So now we have Bayern Leverkusen has already made it through, and potentially they will be the one. Either we meet Bayern Leverkusen, or we could go for Dortmund. Those are the two teams that are left. Atlanta is also in the mix, but as you see, the tree is actually a very, very interesting tree. If Arsenal goes all the way through, let me pull up the tree here for you guys to see as well, if you're able to see. I have the tree here where we have the lineup of every single games from last 16 up to the finals. And we are going to discuss that to see how Arsenal can go on a run, probably win all their games and make it to the finals. It's not a very difficult run. They're kind of on the safer side of the league, as I can say. So possibly if they can make it through, the first few phases, they should be able to win a lot. I mean, take it through uh, to up to the finals, because that's my goal. If Arsenal can make it through to the finals, that should be a good. Now I can't even find my work. Huh? Why did you go? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to look for my PDF that I made for this road to. Oh, I thought, how did you go? Where did you go? Champions League. Give me a second, guys. Trying to look for this real quick. Anyway, I'll find it in a second. But I'll I think, yeah, if we have on the road here facing Bayer Leverkusen or that is Dortmund or Atlanta, of which we know Bayer Leverkusen has already made it through today, and we are left with Dortmund or Atlanta, which I think Dortmund might win because the first leg they already won. So those are the two teams, either by Leverkusen or Dortmund. Those are all German teams, and I feel like there's going to be a German league. German meeting. Because Bayern and Arsenal are in the same phase, the same level, same side, and probably they either Bayern would take Dortmund or they will take Bayer Leverkusen, or Arsenal might take Dortmund or would take Bayer Leverkusen. I'm just saying because Dortmund has already. I mean Dortmund. I don't know why I'm calling it Dortmund. We have a place here called Dortmund, so I'm really thinking of that. But Dortmund will play alongside Arsenal or Bayer Leverkusen. So that the two teams from Germany, which potentially Arsenal will go to face. And it's not a bad last 16. I think we are too good for Dortmund, or even too good for Bayer Leverkusen. I know we played Bayer Leverkusen in the, was it Emirate Cups? Probably Emirate Cups, or in one of the games that we played, either in the US or maybe it was at the Emirates. We played really well, and I know Alonso was still there in the game, but now Leverkusen is totally different game. And when you look at the side where you can, where Arsenal is in this particular league, I mean last 16, and you compare it with some of the games that are coming up in the last 16, I feel like getting those two teams are not like super crazy for Arsenal. They can make it through the last 16, and after the last 16 we will see the next team that we shall. I don't know why I can't find this graphic and completely. Where did you go? Because I had it right here. Now it's all disappeared. Um, let me see, guys. So, what? How can you just? So, I mean, I still think no matter what happened, no matter the team that we get, we are in good, safe hand, and I think Arsenal should be stronger to beat any team that is given for the last 16, because you can't just finish number one in the league and just collapse in the last 16. That would be horrendous. Like, I don't think that's something Mikel Arteta would want to put his name out there for it, because you cannot finish the top league and maybe find draw against Dortmund or maybe Leverkusen, and then they automatically they get you out. That's not what I think Mikel Arteta would agree in the Arsenal perspective of it. But anyway, I want to talk about that a little bit and see what we can do in this phase, because I think if you look at the graphics here, let me look at this real quick from the UEFA website if I can find it. So in the last 16, if I can find the road here, we can see. Um, so now Barcelona and Chelsea will meet either Paris Saint-Germain or Monaco, which I for sure think Monaco is gonna make it through. I mean, Paris Saint-Germain will make it through, and it would be a very, very good game if Barcelona would meet Paris Saint-Germain, and Chelsea could be given Galatasaray or maybe some other team. I know Liverpool also and Tottenham are in the same phase, and they would either meet Galatasaray or Juventus. Of course, Galatasaray beat Juventus, and I think the last game that they're going to play today shouldn't give. I don't think Juventus might come back for it. But Champions League, you never know, guys. Sometimes you think they're not good enough, but they might come all guns blazing, and all of a sudden you will see how things work through. But it's I think, yeah. So right now in the league phase with the current thing, we have Bayer Leverkusen has already made it through. So Bayer Leverkusen would either meet Arsenal or Bayern. Uh, I mean Arsenal or Bayern Munich. Or Olympiacos is also still there with Leverkusen. So those are the two in our league side. And when you see Bodo Glimt might meet Manchester City or Sporting CP, Bodo Glimt might also meet Inter, which they already got out, So Bodo Glimt automatically will get either Man City or Sporting CP, and Atletico Madrid can, which is they already qualified. They might meet Tottenham Hotspur or Liverpool. That's also very, very interesting. I don't think, yeah, Liverpool and Atletico Madrid. That's gonna be interesting one if they could do that. And then Newcastle has already made it. Newcastle might meet Chelsea or Barcelona, which is gonna be interesting if Newcastle meet Chelsea again, the Premier League team. So we might have Premier League meetings in the last 16 as well. Premier League teams, I mean, in the last 16 or even in the quarterfinals, which is interesting, man. It's really interesting. But yeah, I think Arsenal has on the side that Arsenal is in. I think the only team that I feel like is a little bit tricky could be Barcelona, and maybe I think Bayern Munich is still also on that side unless they switch it. Um, but I think we should be in good shape to win this league, man. I don't think there is any team here that can beat Arsenal in any way. Yeah, see you, AGF. Thank you for joining, man. Long time, long time, long time. I see you, AGF. I see you. What is this person saying 69, 67? What does that mean? I don't understand that, and um, doesn't make sense to me. Let me know if you think Arsenal would be in good shape to win. I thank you. Somebody saying here, I am new. Thanks for joining, Caitlin. I appreciate your time coming in as well. Um, Thanks for joining in. Let's see. Somebody saying hi here. There's no question. Edlin saying, what are you saying? Arsenal are not on the way. There are so many games to play. Trevor, I mean, we know there's so many games to play, but I think looking at the squad depth that we have really, really good teams. And I think no matter, I think much as we have so many games, we have injury crisis, we have problems going around in the league as well. I think Champions League is a very open game. The reason why Martinelli score a lot of goals in the Champions League is because it's just very open, and he has pace and he runs. So if we can just keep few players fit and probably focus on Premier League and Champions League, I still believe we might win Champions League if we don't just all of a sudden make some mistakes while we are playing the game. Because with Champions League, it just takes one game. If you don't perform in one game, the next one you just out, because that's how Champions Leagues, and all the teams are on it. All the teams are strong, and you don't even have to uh, uh, kind of guess what you want to do. I feel like right now, Mikel Arteta should have a big plan on how he wants to approach the last 16, because you kind of have idea of the teams that you're gonna meet already, and I think we were the best team in the Champions League this season, and why can we not go forward? Last year we finished second, and I think why don't we like go up to the finals? We can't go up to the semifinals and then just slide back again in the quarter. I think every year, if we can progress, even if we go to the finals this year and we don't win it, I won't be mad, like, because I know we have made progress. And progress, even if it's small, it gives some experience to the players. Because the experience that the players got last season, PSG beating them in the semifinals, I think they have learned a lot from it. And I think if they can also go again this year and move forward to kind of get get through the pain and get through the Champions League to the semifinal, and after the semifinal we see maybe whatever team they give us, and then we can go to the finals. That would be very, very important, man, because also this finals is going to be played when the Premier League is already done. So probably 1 or 2 weeks after Premier League is done, and then players will now start getting ready to come for World Cup in the US. So I think it's just the matter of Mikel Arteta trying to play around with the team and really balancing every player and giving chances to all the players, and at least resting some others too. I know it was gonna be very many games, but Carabao Cup will be off. I think after the first leg, maybe 2 legs. I think Carabao Cup. When is Carabao Cup? 17th or 27th? I think it's in March. If Carabao Cup is done, that means we are only left with 3 matches. Um, so I mean not 3 matches, three competitions. So in the 3 competitions, we can balance well and we can still do something good, in my view. But we know. I see you. What's up? I see you, man. I see you. Yes, up. Let's see. The 60 some. I don't understand them. Somebody's saying hi. Okay, that was the only comment that had something to say. AGF, let me know if you have anything, man. In your pocket there. But I think, yeah, that's those are the comments I have. But let's get back to what I wanted to talk about today. Arsenal view on winning the Champions League. I mean, so getting back to it, I think we are such a unpredictable team. Sometimes we are confident, sometimes we are not. Sometimes we feel like we can win it, sometimes you don't. And Arsenal, the moments that you want them really to do something for you, they don't. And I feel like it's been recurring like that for many years, where you feel like, yeah, this year you should do. What is this guy saying? What are you laughing about? So I feel like sometimes when you need Arsenal to perform, that's when they don't perform. If you need them to win something, that's when they disappoint you. So fingers crossed. The only reason why I'm talking about this today is because I feel like we are on the very good side of the draw. Now, come Friday, we will see exactly how the roadmap is clearly, and then I will make my judgment on if we're gonna win this surely, or we are just dreaming to win. Because I think we are such a good team that I don't think any team in the Champions League currently would want to face us. Even if our attack is not like so good compared to other teams in the Champions League, I still think with the defense that we have, I still think with the players that we have, with every single game that we can squeeze any lemon out of it, I think we should be in good shape to go all the way to the finals. Because we can't play last 8 games, win it, and be on top of the league, and then collapse without reaching all the way to the finals. It can happen because with Champions League, just on a one goal and you don't score anything, that's the end of it. But I feel like with the amount of games, the way we have been playing in the Champions League, tactically, I think it suits us so well because many of the teams go for it. They don't sit back. They don't like have what we call, like, they don't park the bus. They don't just stay behind and then keep their ball behind. They want to attack and win. And I think that suits the Arsenal style of play so much. Now, when you look at the Premier League games that we have played, the last few games, with the exceptions of the one for Wolves, I feel like the one for Tottenham Hotspur, you could see something different. You could see the attacking ability of the Arsenals. Like, you could see the players going for it. If we can go for it in the Champions League and don't mind about the opponent that we're going to meet, whether it being a smaller team, a bigger team, even if Bodo Glint coming in, we don't have to be complacent. Like, that's the only problem I have with Arsenal most times. When they see a smaller team, they want to play to the level um of the team. Thank you. Thank you for coming back, man. Sorry. But I mean, um, sorry, but yeah. Um, yeah, I see you. Let me know what your thoughts. Because I mean, sometimes I give 3 minutes out at least, because some people don't just write anything good on this chart. But if you write good things, I appreciate it. But if you don't write good things, I give you at least a break, because I can give you a break time out for 3 minutes, so that you come back when you're refresh. You can just listen. Now, getting back to to our topic, um, like I was saying, Arsenal is a good team, and I know we have a coach that many people have criticized. Many people have thought about it and said, he's not that great of a manager. He hasn't won anything, and how can he win Champions League? Like, every job you take, you're not an expert in it. I don't like, you need to get experience from doing a job. So Mikel Arteta has been on the job, or in the job, for 6 years now, and I think if we can give him a chance to try to do his best and perform, and allow this team to do what he wants them to do, I think we have a chance. I'm not saying we are going to win it, but I think every team that is going to the last 16 have a chance to win the Champions League. Look at all the teams that have dropped out. Good teams. Inter Milan today, no, like, they were in the finals, and Bodo Glimt just rushed them like they were never even in the finals. So don't expect that even if Arsenal finishes like in the top 8, number one, it's just automatic that they're gonna go through in the last 16. They still have to play for it. They still have to do their best, perform to make it to the next level. That's how the Champions League is. Nobody cares whether you finish the league phase number one, or you finish number 24, or you finish 8, whatever. This is now the game that we need to go full force and do it. And I believe we can do it if we keep all our players healthy, no injuries. If we go into these matches with a lot of courage and with the mentality that we're going to win Champions League, everything in life comes to your mentality. Like, your brain kind of senses, I mean, I'd bring every single behavior, attitude, knowledge, skills. It all starts with your brain. Human brain is very complex. I'm not a doctor, but I feel like everything that you go through in life, whether you're doing it for casual, I mean, how do you call it, casual life, or whether you're doing it professionally, or whether you're doing it for fun, it starts with your mind. The mindset that you have is what leads you down or takes you up. That's just me, how I believe it. I am here right now talking to you guys, and it's just, I believe it's something that I like to do. and I enjoy it, have fun. Some others are sleeping, others are working right now, others are supposed to be resting and stuff. But I am here chatting with you guys. It's just what I love. It's just my mindset. I feel like, yeah, whenever I come in and share things, it's something that I love to do. And I love to share what I love with other people. And if you want to do that as well, you love to share things, you're most welcome. And you can subscribe to the channel and be part of it. And every time I come on doing live or sending videos, you give me your comments and you also share what you thought about it, because I'm not perfect. I'm not like the most analytical person in football world. But I give my opinion on how I think about games and how I watch games and how maybe sometimes I have bias towards Arsenal because I'm not. Yeah, I love Arsenal. So my opinion mainly would dwell around Arsenal, and not necessarily that I can't talk about other things, but I also like enjoying time with people. And whoever, like, you can see La Cruz is here. Like I feels like I know him, even if like I've just seen them online. Some of you here have been my regular viewers, and they come on every time. So I feel like we are family. Like even if I don't even physically know you guys, but just chatting with you guys here about Arsenal makes me feel like, yeah, I have some people that enjoy chilling with me and having fun with me. Like AGF is just some guy that always come on and say hi, even if he's at work. So it's just life, man. And whatever you do in life, just take it serious, follow it. And yeah, if you believe in God, if you don't, it's just all something that you can do. It's a choice. It's a choice in life. So that's all I can say with that. But anyway, back to the topic that we are talking about. Sorry for branching around. But anyway, my thought. So Arsenal are doing really well. We're still in 4 competitions, and we are pretty much doing so well in all the 4. We already have one in the bag. When I mean in the bag, we're already in the finals. And we are having FA Cup for sure. We are gonna make it because the team that we drew against is just like another shallow team where we're gonna just brush them. And then when you look at the Premier League, 5 points ahead, we know some people still think the shock is gonna come, but I think the shock is gonna be blunt. Will come to Leeds United. You can come and talk to me after Leeds United if they don't disturb Manchester City. With the way Leeds is playing, I think Manchester City is not going to win at Leeds. Either a draw or Leeds will beat them. That is just my thought. We shall see on Saturday. So we are still like 3 concrete games. Now, Champions League, Leverkusen, and Dortmund, we can beat those 2 teams. There is no way that we can miss beating those 2 teams. I don't see Dortmund beating us. I don't see Bayer Leverkusen beating us in any way. They're good teams. Every team that goes to last 16 is a good team. But that doesn't mean that they're capable of beating Arsenal, because I feel like Arsenal is more superior, and the way that we should go and approach that game might be different because we haven't played in the Champions League now for a while, 1 or 2 months rest. So when we go back to that very competition, we should be flying. We should be playing like we have never played in the Champions League. And I bet Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, Gyökeres, all those should be interesting. Right now, if you look at the scoring board for the Champions League, Martinelli is there. Like he has 6 goals in the Champions League. And Gordon, because he scored 4 goals, I think, last week, he's second top scorer. Mbappe with 13 goals, Gordon with 10 goals. And then I think there was another person, I forget, but and then we have Martinelli also with 6 goals. So they're not scoring so many goals. but they're performing. So I think Bayer Leverkusen shouldn't give us a very good hard run, or Dortmund shouldn't give us a very hard run. The next game after that might be tricky, but I think we should still be able to make it. Let me know what you know, Miso. Miso. Let me know. You're just laughing and loving things. Write your comment, man. Write your comment, please, guys. Chat. I want to see, like also the stream and hype it after when we are all done. I want to see you guys asking questions and talking about the game. I feel like no one is asking anything about the game here. I need to see people chat and then also liking the stream. We just have 1 or 2 likes, man. Please like the stream. If you love Arsenal to win the Champions League, you should be excited. I know it's not ideal right now because we are talking about it so early yet, but I think early birds always gets good things. So I don't know if that saying is correct, but there's a saying in my language that if you come early, to it's always a blessing because you enjoy the first piece of the soup. So if you're eating dinner and people uh and you are the first to get the fresh top layer, that's how we call it, you enjoy the most because that's the best taste nobody has ever tasted, so you're the first to do it. So that's enjoyable. So we are talking about it early, but I think it's not even that early. But I think because the draw is coming Friday, we shall dive into it quickly on Friday after that, because I want to have some guests here also to discuss. If you're available, let me know. You can DM me on Instagram. Go and look for the Arsenal stand. DM me there, and then I can arrange wherever time. We always do live stream around here. If you want to be part of the show, you can just come. If you have a channel as well and talk about Arsenal, we can link up and collaborate. So, and then we do a stream and discuss the game as well. I want to be bringing people in here to discuss things. Um, that's uh, that's it. I see somebody saying, "Yeah, I like the stream. Thank you so much, Marcel. Like it. Thank you. I see you, and also subscribe as well if you haven't. Wagwan bus, wagwan. I see you, man. Oh man, you guys are crazy. I'm okay, man. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Just enjoying the stream. So yeah, I think yeah, that's what I can say about Dortmund and Leverkusen. Anything interesting um about this Champions League? I feel like most of the teams haven't been like performing to the expectation. I know it was just league phase, but it feels like there is something different with this Champions League this year. Some of the teams that you think they should perform really, really well, like Inter, like getting off the league just like that. Bodo Glimt, a team that has never been even, I think they were in Champions League last year maybe, but the way this team is performing in the Champions League is just crazy. Feels like they fully prepared for every single move. Their record is so good, guys, and that's gonna be a team to watch actually in the Champions League. If we are not serious, we might have Bodo Glimt in the finals playing with Arsenal, because this team is here to stay. Like beating the runner up, like the old Inter Milan, 2-1, 3-1. That's not a fluke. I don't think that's a fluke, guys. This team is for real, and we have to watch them seriously and keep an eye on them and see how they're gonna do. And also when you look at it, the where they're gonna be in the Champions League side, they're not taking a very difficult team as well. They might make it through, and then I don't know how everything will be actually if they make it through. Let me see which team they, because it's gonna be a very, very difficult game for Bodo Glimt, but I think so. Here we have last 16: Barcelona or Chelsea. Um, that is Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur. That we already looked at that, and yeah. I think the face is not bad. It's not super bad actually. Bodo Glen might make it to the finals, guys. If we are not serious, I know we are here for Arsenal, but I think they deserve a lot of credit because I have not seen a team beat very giant teams, the Champions League giants, Atletico Madrid. They beat Inter twice. That's not a fluke, and we have to watch them seriously because if we don't watch them very well, I think it's gonna be a surprise for the Champions League guys. It's gonna be a surprise for us. Uh, I see family miso. What do you mean, family? What do you mean? uh, am I pronouncing your name well? Maybe I'm not. La Cruz. Let me use the De La Cruz, miso or misao. I don't know. Let me know this how to pronounce it. I am not good at pronouncing names, but you can forgive me for that. I'm not good at pronouncing names. But anyway, back to my topic, what I was saying. Now, I feel like Champions League give us a lot of freedom and the players express themselves more than in the Premier League. And Premier League, like I said, Gordon even talked about Premier League is just full of defending, defending, defending. Nobody wants to um, concede and everybody wants to be physical. But the game that is played in the Champions League, even when you watch, like it's free flowing, everybody wants to score, everybody wants to move forward. And that game, that kind of game suits Arsenal so much. I know it will tighten down when it comes to the quarterfinals and semifinals. It's just tactical and things like that. But I still believe after this draw that is going to happen on Friday, we will see the road map and how Arsenal can really make it um, to the finals. I still believe, I totally believe we can make it there, like because Bayern Bayern Munich, we beat them. The only team that we have not played that I think might be a very big problem is Barcelona. And I don't think Barcelona is actually very good. But I know in Champions League they are monsters. Real Madrid is not that good. If they give us Real Madrid again, honestly, I think we will beat them again. It will be a big contest, but I think Real Madrid, Arsenal can beat them again. The only team left is PSG, which we have some deals with them. We have to go back to them and show them that we are back in the Champions League. If they happen to come across us, even in the semifinals or quarterfinals, I would like to have a revenge against them. I know most of the game that we played against PSG in the semifinals, I didn't like the way Mikel Arteta approached that game. We had a lot of chances. Martinelli could have actually scored a game that would have changed the whole entire game for the Arsenal. And that's what the Champions League brings. Sometimes when you don't take your chances, like just 1 second, you're off. So if we can learn from all the mistakes that we had in in the Champions League semifinal last season, if we meet PSG, in case we meet them, I think we should we should at least revive, okay, come back to the level where we were, because beating PSG is not very difficult if we were to play the game that we always play. I trust that Arsenal is good enough to beat any team in Europe. I know our attacking is a problem, and many people have talked about it. I have talked about it myself. We need a winger that can drive the ball on the left. We have two guys in the right, Saka and Madueke. Those are two good guys. But I think our left hand side need at least a different personality, a different professional, because these two guys, Martinelli, is performing in the Champions League well, 6 goals. That's good for him, but I think we need to upgrade. Sometimes when you have a iPhone 12, you need to upgrade to iPhone 14 or even higher, iPhone 16 or whatever. Okay, right now it's up to 17. So you can upgrade every year if you would like to. And Arsenal can afford to do that. If you can upgrade from Martinelli, Trossard to maybe Vitinho, maybe Aragula, maybe even Vinicius Jr., or even the guy that we were linked with in the summer. What is his name? Rodrigo. If we can get somebody in that on that left hand side, I think the team would be good. The only other thing is to at least find somebody in the midfield. If we can continue rebuilding for the future, even if we don't win anything this season, which I doubt, we should be able to win at least something this season for sure. Um, Thank you, Michelle. You said your name is Michelle. Okay, that's good. So, Michelle, thank you for letting me know. Appreciate that a lot. That helps me. Um, so it's me plus cell, like me cell. Okay, not my cell. I know some people use that, but not Michelle, right? It's me cell. Okay. All right. Somebody here. Oh, this one is also difficult. Ari Araya Desel. So maybe forgive me, man. I'm just terrible at names. Gyökeres overhated more goals than Eketike signing of the season. Yeah, I talked about that yesterday, guys. I know my stream yesterday ended abrupt because there was something that I needed to go do, but I talked about Gyökeres. I was talking about Gyökeres yesterday with Eze, because these guys, people love Arsenal so much because they like to criticize Arsenal. I feel like Arsenal is the only club that people talk so much about. Like the entire Europe, entire world, there is no team that people criticize more than Arsenal. Even if they're doing, I know we were in the mud for so many years, and it feels like it's becoming a scary thing to see Arsenal perform to the level that they are doing. You know, they most people are used to Arsenal being a laughing stock. But now that we have improved, we are no more a laughing stock. They're always finding every single mistake, every single bottling thing that they love. Mikel Arteta said bottling is not in his vocabulary. so, so vocabulary that he doesn't have that in his store. Sorry. Oh man. So Miguel is very right because I feel like every season, I know. I even don't know who came with that word bottling, like stuff like that. Anyway, they everybody is entitled to their opinion, But so Arsenal is a team that everybody loves to talk about. And getting Gyökeres was scary for many people. Many people never wanted this signing to succeed so that they can have something to talk about, so they can have something to laugh about and criticize Arsenal about. And that's the only reason why people hate him, because they want him just to fall. Because if he's falling and he's not performing well, they have things to talk about. And if it's performing well, there's nothing really to criticize. Look at the first few weeks, first few months that Gyökeres was trying things and he doesn't score like 3, 4 games, no scoring. The way this guy was being knifed, man, he was like in out. I mean, I would say it's peers. But we call it spears in my in my culture. Or so he was like being sliced in and out like cheese. So it's it's crazy, guys. It's so crazy. But I think it's silencing them. That's what you do when people talk about you bad and people don't value what you do, and people think you're a flop and people think you're not good enough for the team. Just silence them by doing the right thing. It's just general in life, and people. look at you and say, "Oh, this guy cannot make anything. Why is he wasting his time, or what is he doing here?" Well, like I don't really care about what people say so much about many things in my life. I What I worry about is people who like me and people who enjoy chilling out and having fun with me. That's what I enjoy most. I don't worry about what other people say, because if you have a problem with someone, that's not that someone's problem. It's your problem. So don't worry, Yokeres. Yokeres didn't even thought about it. He just kept playing. So that's what you do. If people talk, you just keep doing your thing. And then later on, they will start saying, "Oh, he was just a flop. There was fewer." So that they change the narrative. It's just life. People will always change their narrative every single day. So here, what did you say again? Yeah. Let's see here. Rice, Ballon d'Or potentially if we win Champions League. I I I think so. I mean, the thing is with the Ballon d'Or, the way they do it is like a team that wins the title in their league, and then the team that wins the Champions League. Most of those, like when you look at when that's what am I saying? It's that's when you see that the player normally when you look at Rodri winning the Ballon d'Or, whatever they call it, Dio or Duo. um, so because Manchester City won Champions League, but many people thought maybe Vinicius would have won it. But I think UEFA, for some reason, I don't know whether it's organized by UEFA or organized by, I don't know, in France. I know it happens in France and something like that, but I even don't really worry about those gifts. I mean, those um, how do you call it? I haven't forget the name, but don't worry about it. So, I mean, whatever gift or whatever title, whatever player of the year, player of the Champions League, whatever they give those accolades and all those things, I think it's just for appreciation. And normally, UEFA favors a team that wins the Champions League. I've not seen any Ballon d'Or winner that has not won Champions League in most cases. It could be there. I could be wrong. I've been doing research on that, but I think most times, from what I know, is when that team wins the Champions League, wins the league probably, or maybe goes on to win World Cup. I think World Cup is also coming. If we win the Champions League and go for World Cup and Rice plays so well, probably takes England up to semi-final, even in the finals, probably he might be Ballon d'Or winner for that case, midfielder. But I think there's a lot of contestants for this. I think we still have Mbappe there. I think we still have what is his name, Vinicius Junior. If he's still gonna contest in it, I think Saka maybe will still be there as well, the star boy. And then Gyökeres is still there from Arsenal. I think we have good players that might be in some of the maybe Champions League players of the year, or maybe 11 best 11, or maybe getting some young players and stuff like that. So we should be good, I think. Even if we make it to the semifinals, I may be mad, but I think if we can make it to the finals, that would be my ideal. But I think yeah, we will see if we win the Champions League. You are the calmest streamer I've ever seen. Really? It's just maybe I'm tired today, man. You haven't seen me. Go back and watch some of my streams. I'm not very calm. Depends on the mood. With Arsenal, sometimes you're calm when we are doing good. And if you're not doing good, you also change the mood. So go back and watch some of the streams that I did. Some of them are hilarious, but um I know. It's just it's just like generally I'm a humble guy in real life, but I like to be excited. Um, so Ario, how do you pronounce him? Ario Deser or Desai 369. Forgive me. Would you want Kepa still handling the final of Carabao, or should Ateta bring Raya in? That's an interesting question, actually. I was talking about it with a friend yesterday about one. So the thing is, Kappa has been good. Raya of late has not been that great, with the exception of the save he made against Tottenham Hotspur. I don't think stripping him of goalkeeping would be a good idea in the finals, because why would you take a player that has taken you all the way to the final, take him off and replace him with your so-called best goalkeeper? I would always trust the keeper that has taken us to the final, at least to give him a boost and also feel like he participated in winning the Carabao Cup together with the Arsenal, because I know Kepa has done so many things for other teams, Real Madrid, Chelsea, other teams in the lower league where he was. But I think if you win as a goalkeeper and taking care of the goalpost from the beginning till the end, there is some kind of excitement and favor that like pride that you feel in you because you did it the entire tournament or what the entire competition. So I wouldn't change him. I know people like said, "Oh, maybe Manchester City might have a lot of quality and shooting off, like how Mamo Shama loves to shoot so far away outside of the box, and even Foden does that as well. Alan also sometimes, but he's also a good stop shotter. I mean, how do you call it? Stop shotter or shot stopper? So he's also a good shot stopper. I would say I wouldn't change him. I think I would let him stay. I would let him stay. I don't want to change him. I would keep him, but it's arguable. Some people would want to go with Raya, but I think I would go with yeah. I would just keep Kepa, because this will help our momentum winning more trophies. You mean changing Raya? I mean, it doesn't mean if Kepa plays, he's gonna make or probably put Arsenal at a disadvantage. I don't think so, because he has been good. He has played well. Even in the FA Cup that he played last time, he did great. I know it was a small team, Wigan, but he still has it. Remember, Kepa was the, like, how do you call it? He was the highest Premier League player, like, Premier League player that was bought, like the goalkeeper that was bought in the highest amount of money. I think it was like $72 million, not $1 million, £1 million. You know, so he's still a good goalkeeper to me. I don't think changing him might help us win more or score more, unless if he makes some silly mistakes in the game, and then I would change him, which would look terrible. But I think if you need somebody that can probably do Raya's job, I feel like Kepa is not very far from him. And more so, maybe Kepa is even more experienced compared to Raya. I don't know how old each of them is, but I think I would keep him. I won't change him. It is Aria de Sahi. Okay. Aria de Sahi. Okay. That's how you call it. Thanks for letting me know. I'm learning so much today, guys. You are a rock stars. I mean, you are rock stars. I love learning. That's what I really, really love learning. Glad. Let me just keep it in my mind tomorrow when I come on and you guys are there. At least I should remember. So it's Aria de Sahi, and then the other one is Michelle. Okay, great. Good students today. Right. Yeah, I think that's all we have for today, I guess. Nothing else in the comment. If there's nothing, It's just some other thing that I missed. Let me see if there's any other news that I missed before we can go for today. But let me see. Nothing really much in the Arsenal camp other than just preparing for Chelsea. What do you lot think of Chelsea, man? Chelsea is coming this week. What do you guys think of it? What's your prediction? And I know Chelsea has never beaten Arsenal at the Emirates for a long, not never, but the last few seasons they haven't beaten Arsenal at the Emirates completely. And the way they're playing, I don't think they have a chance even to beat Arsenal in any way. I don't think they do. But let me know your comment on the Chelsea. Love your stream, man. Keep doing good work. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it so much, but guys, I'm always here at this time, so wherever you're available, come chill with me. Some days I'm nice, some days I'm loud, some days I'm quiet, some days I'm just chilling with you guys. So depends on the day. Every day is different. Not every day is a Sunday. That's how my mom used to tell me. So some days it's Monday, you're very grumpy because you were enjoying weekend, you get to work, there's so many things to do. Your mood is different. And then the next day, Tuesday to Wednesday, Thursday, those are good days. Friday, weekend mood. And everything changes. So every day is different, guys. You can be the same. You can bring your 100% every single day. That's what I always think. But it's so good. I think Chelsea. We are gonna beat Chelsea. We'll do a stream about Chelsea build up and stuff like that. Probably Friday, and do it the same with the uh when with the Champions League draw. After the Champions League draw, we'll come and discuss it around this time. So um maybe a little bit early, but depend on normally we are here 1 hour, so it's almost an hour, guys. But yeah, but if you guys have anything to share, we can still go on for another 15 minutes. If not, then we can end the stream. If you guys have nothing to talk about, you really, what's that language? Calmate, pardon. What's that mean? Is that English? I don't know. Is that you've you're blinding me? I don't know. I mean, I don't know that language. If it is English, looks like it has some. The English doesn't have those apostrophes up there, right? I've never seen English like that. But I could be wrong. I'm not an English specialist. I am just a regular person. My language is, I mean, English is also not my first language as well. So that's my second language. Come made person. All right. Thank you, Miss Ho. I see you. Anyway, what's your thought on Chelsea? We'll talk about that later in the week. But anyway, thanks for chatting, guys. Thank you for being in the stream. Subscribe on your way out as well. And yeah, see you guys again tomorrow. And let me know. Come person, I see you there. Thank you. Yeah, I try to be. That's my nature. So I can't disagree with that more. I agree with it so much. Many people think I am calm, but not in all situation. I'm just um oh, did I miss it? Did I miss it? I don't think I missed anything here. No, I didn't. No. All right, bye bye guys. Bye bye. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for the love and hype the stream later on, and subscribe if you haven't. We will see you again tomorrow. And one love to everyone, guys. Go rest, go work, and go sleep. See you all.